What was that sound?
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
Greetings, Master Guard.
God bless.
Light and dark. Big and small.
Don't be coy. My wares will bring you joy.
We've got enough to go around. Anything you need. Buy 2 parts.
I'll have a look. I hope you find what you're looking for next time, good sir.
Come and take a gander. We've got
Bowls, pots, pot lids, the finest mugs. Mugs for sale.
fine ceramic wares here. Sound as a bell.
Axes, pans, nails, take your...
I'd like to just... Huh.
Aye, you'll convince me. You made a fine purchase.
Pots for sale. Strong, well...
Tools, iron tools.
Jugs here, big and small. Jugs for sale. Fair prices. Fine wares.
Hats, furs, ornate pouches. Great.
Happy day for a wonderful...
Come and take a look. Don't be shy. Come closer and take a look.
A fine day for some...
We've got enough to go around. Anything you need. Nothing to your liking, sir?
Nice.
Run along and have a little cry.
Tell me then, what did you... give you for
The strongest barges from Glasgow.
crazy?
Do it again if you don't want...
Easy. Good horse. Nice and slow. The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
I'm Henry. I've got pressing news for Lord Ruthard. Take me to him. He's expecting me.
Ah, Henry. Yes, yes. Sir Kunslin mentioned you. I'll let you in. Shemek will take you to the Lord. I hope he'll find the time to listen to what you have for him. You're not the first to come to him today, see?
Well, we're here, but you'll have to wait a while. As you can see, Lord Ruthard has an important visitor, and it seems they haven't finished yet.
I understand.
And what now, Martin? Did you speak to Jerome Nars? Will he support us?
He won't. He lent a lot of coin to Sigismund, and now he's stuck with him.
Sakra.
He's scared. As soon as he does anything to upset him, Sigismund will denounce him as a rebel and right off the dead.
Damn it! Has all his counting groschen not left room for a grain of common sense in that head of his?
Jerome is a vain man. I'm sure he's pleased when the Hungarian king himself listens to him. He was boasting that he'll be in charge of some church talks in the Italian court. There is no way we'll change his mind.
But you've been to see other councillors too, haven't you? Have you any good news from anyone?
I've got good news for you concerning Mintmaster Vavak. I've heard about his crimes against the crown, and it's no trivial pilfering.
Are you sure the accusations are true?
I've got proof of everything.
Ha! God bless you, lad. Finally, some good news.
It seems that this young man came to brighten my day. Who do I have the honor of addressing?
Martin, this is Henry, our ally from Liechtenstein. Henry, this is Sir Martin Oderin, Lord of Rabosh, a loyal supporter of King Wenceslas, as no doubt you've already deduced.
Sir, my friend Godwin gave me a ring for you. He said you'd help me if I needed it.
Godwin? Really? Well, you choose peculiar friends.
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
Godwin shouldn't be giving away what isn't his. But I'll help you if need be, although not on account of that ring.
Sir Kunsley.
Shimek? What's going on?
Minmaster Vavak is heading here with an armed cohort.
Right now?
Let him come. He'll be surprised what I've got on him.
Henry's right. If he helps us again like last time, we have nothing to fear.
I agree. Let Vavar come. Shimek, place a gunner on the upper floor and a crossbowman on the stairs. Then gather whoever you can find and join us in the yard.
Certainly, right away, sir.
Henry, we're counting mainly on you. I hope your findings are worth 12 armed men.
100 at least, sir. You'll see.
I'll help you into your armor, Papa.
But quickly, and then go to your chambers and lock yourself in.
What? I'm going with you.
No. So go to your room, take your precious crossbow, and if things turn out badly, shoot any of Vavar's whoresons who stick their noses through the door. If something were to happen to me, you're the next in line in our family. Don't forget that.
I love you, Papa. God Almighty, hold your protective hand above us.
Greetings, Sir Ruthard. Your gate was open, so I took the opportunity for a little visit.
No gate is closed to you, is it? The gates of hell are especially looking forward to your visit. But you're more than well aware of that, eh? Since you don't dare leave home without a horde of men-at-arms.
My men aren't here to protect me, but to enable me to keep order when needed. And today, I got the feeling that order is just what's needed. Or do you disagree, sir?
Weigh your words, sir. One might take them as threats. And be assured, we're very well prepared today for anyone who might threaten us.
Threat? A warning, more like. A friendly warning from the Royal Mint Master. Lord Ruthard, I'm offering you one last chance to surrender your mining rights to me. If we agree, neither you nor your family will have anything to fear. If not, the king will hear of the serpent you nurse in your bosom. And this time, you'll lose not only your fortress, but also your honor and status.
Enough! Do you think you can insult me in my own home? Do you imagine you could do as you please just because you have Sigismund's favor? That can easily change when the king learns of the serpent you are nursing in your bosom, to cite your own words. Sir, only, considering what I know, you might lose a little more than your honor. Like your head, for what it's worth.
How dare you?
Henry, kindly inform the Royal Mintmaster what is being said about him.
The word is you're in league with Buresh of Krakowitz and Foreman Fett. Together, you've been falsifying the mining records. 1/10 of the silver ingots disappears from the records and ends up in your pockets. That's a capital crime. The king won't let you get away with that, whether Sigismund or Wenceslas.
I'd say this somewhat alters the perspective, sir. So from now on, you will leave me and my family be. Or your king will hear of your shenanigans.
Exactly. We'll see to that. Mark my words.
Are you trying to threaten the Royal Mintmaster again? And with nothing but common slander? You haven't learned much since the last time.
Well, we've not had much time for that. We've been fully occupied with collecting evidence. Isn't that so, Henry?
I've got your account ledgers here with me. The real ones, from Buresh, that prove how you carried out this entire fraud. They make quite interesting reading.
They certainly are interesting. Only you didn't understand them at all. I'm well aware of Buresh's fraud. I've been trying to catch him myself.
You won't wriggle out of this, Vavak. Better people than you have been executed for lesser crimes than yours.
Crimes? Not only did you foil my investigation into Buresh's crimes, but you want to blame me for them on top of it all? It's a pity Lord Buresh is no longer among the living, so he won't be able to resolve our dispute. How regrettable.
Your efforts are in vain, Vavak. You won't get away with this.
No, you won't get away with this. I'll punish you for insulting the Royal Mintmaster. And I shall confiscate those books in the name of the king. Men, to arms! Don't hold back, men! In the name of the king!
I feel quite hungry!
Damn it!
Die, you wretch!
Get away with that! Nice! Get away with that!
You don't. No, do it! Get him!
For glory and carnage, die!
Don't hold back, men!
You coward! I will march my way to you.
Don't hold back, man. In the name of the king.
Forward, and then you'll be
Slice him up! Take cover! Take that fucker out, damn it!
I feel quite hungry!
Get him! You should have fucking stayed out of it! Fucking hell! He won't get me! Fucking piece of shit! I've been waiting.
Don't hold back, man. In the name of the king.
I'll rip your ass! Kill me, sir! You're gonna fuck with us? Come on, then!
For glory and carnage, die!
You swine! You'll pay for that!
Don't hold back, man.
You coward! I've flashed my way through you. And then you'll be...
You're going to fuck with us?
For glory!
You won't get me.
I feel quite hungry!
One of those fancy moves from right.
Die, you wretch!
He won't get me! Pay for that! Whack you! He won't get me! Don't spare him!
Bash him on the head!
Come on, then! Show you! Don't spare me!
Don't hold back, man.
In the coward! I've flashed my way through you. And then you'll be... Fucking horse, son!
I'll shoot you in the...
Don't hold back, man. In the
I've lost my way.
Through blood! Yeah! You fucker!
For glory and carnage! Dodge!
Right, strike.
You got him!
There's no escape!
Got him!
Useless! Take that fucker out! Take that scum! Show your stuff! Fuck that!
Don't hold back, man. In the name of the king, destroy them.
Forward, and then you'll be.
We'll finish this quickly!
He won't get me!
No mercy!
Won't be able to... Another one like...
Don't hold back, man. In the name of the king, destroy them.
Forward, and then you'll be sorry. You gonna fuck with us?
Don't let us
Burn in hell!
Don't spare him.
I'll finish you off!
You won't.
What you made of?
With your arse.
Nice hit!
Bad luck.
I'm all yours! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp! Fucker!
Burn in hell!
What's wrong? Like red. Don't hold back, man. In the name.
Yeah! Don't bury
Burn in hell!
You have a chance.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Good.
Fucking! You won't get me!
You got him.
You know much for us, fucker!
You're dead.
Fucking hell!
Listen to the one who these books.
You're dead. No mercy.
Bleeding. That's it, men. Don't let up.
You fight like an old hag!
Bastard!
We're going to gut you, you.
Christ! My head! Yeah, fuck that! Wanker!
You won't get me.
Now you're finished!
Don't hold back, man. In the name of the king, destroy them.
And then you...
Get it!
You won't get away with that, bastard.
Fucking hell.
Fuck with us!
No, you don't.
I can't get shot.
No chance.
I feel quite hungry.
Bad luck!
Go fuck yourself. True blood.
Get him!
Hey, that's the last one. Mercy! Spare me!
I'm good up.
Enough! Enough! I give up!
The situation has turned out other than you expected, Mint Master. Isn't that the truth?
Mercy! I beg of you! Kunzli off on the wrong foot. I'm sure we can come to some kind of agreement.
I'll give you the wrong foot. Right up your arse.
You're right. I underestimated you. I made a mistake.
You certainly did, sir. A big mistake.
The only question is, how much your mistake is going to cost you.
Don't do anything rash, Kunzlin. I understand you're angry, but he could come in useful.
That's true. Intelligent people can always reach an agreement that benefits everyone, and...
You're right. I'm more than angry. Swear you'll leave me and my family in peace, and our mining rights will remain untouched.
You have my word. I swear it.
Good. You know what awaits you otherwise. If Martin believes you can be of use to us, I'll leave it to him. I'm not in the mood for this.
Right. You said intelligent people can come to an agreement. So let's see. We need to know what Sigismund's planning.
Spy on the king? You can't ask that of me.
It doesn't sound like you want to come to an agreement.
You can't.
We can, and we will.
This is nothing compared to the punishment you're facing for what you've done. Either you agree to this, or Sigismund learns all about it. Then you'd have to run damn far to avoid the chopping block.
Henry's right, so don't even think about double-crossing us. You've a lot more to lose than we do.
And don't forget about your oath either.
I understand. All right, I'll do as you ask.
Excellent. And now get out of my house.
Of course.
I'll take my leave too, Kunslin. I'm heading back to Raborsh. I've had more than enough adventure for one day, but at least I'll escort our mint master. I'm sure he'll be delighted to tell me many interesting things.
God go with you, Martin. I hope we'll soon meet again in more pleasant circumstances. Ha ha! Now that was a good one. The mighty mint master strode in like a lion, and then crawled out like a whipped dog. Oof. I can breathe a lot easier now we've got rid of that bastard. At any rate, Henry, I'll take those incriminating books. I'll hide them in a safe place, just in case he gets any ideas.
Good idea, sir. Here they are.
Thanks, Henry. You did a fine job, and I'll never forget your help.
Well, you can return the favor right away, sir. You promised to help me get into Malashov.
I did, and I'll keep that promise. There's a secret passage leading out of Malashov, and you could avail of it in the opposite direction.
A secret passage? That's a godsend. Von Burgov won't have an inkling.
He won't. It's well hidden. We didn't even know about it ourselves for a long time, until Rosa discovered it in the fortress one day. She can best explain to you how to find it. She should be in a room. It's up the stairs. You'll see the door on your left.
All right, I'll ask her. Thank you very much, Sir Kunslin.
Don't thank me yet. The worst of it is still ahead of you.
Nobody will be expecting me. The passageway is an advantage that works on my side. Then I'll improvise and put my faith in Lady Luck. Like I always do.
You can't just blindly trust Lady Fortune. You have to meet her halfway, ideally with very long steps. Don't go rushing in. First get yourself a coat of the kind used by spies and infiltrators. That'll protect you better than plate armor. Don't dally, and only draw your weapon if you've no other choice. You'll be walking among wolves, so don't forget it. I'll pray for your success. It would help us in more ways than you probably realize.
What do you mean, in more ways?
Isn't it obvious? We've been sitting with our arms folded until now. And where has it got us? We look helpless, and it's difficult to find allies. But if you liberate Lord Capon, right from under von Bergov's nose, the word will spread like wildfire throughout the land, and von Bergov will look like a fool, and he'll lose a strong advantage in parleying. That would help convince some of those who are hesitant about joining us in the fight against Sigismund and the Praguers.
You're right. I hadn't thought of the other consequences. And I reckon even Jobst hasn't realised. Thanks again. As soon as I speak to Rosa, I'll head out right away. I'll get Lord Capon out of Malashov if it's the last thing I do.
You've no lack of courage, son. But you shouldn't count on that alone. Be careful. And good luck. Shimek will take care of this mess in the yard. And I'll look at the books you brought, at least.
I wish you a pleasant read. There's more than enough on him in there. How did you become a knight?
I paid for it. When Malashov was vacated, then it was... There was still some person...
You can simply buy a title.
Definite. It's in admit, and the king, nevertheless, and they did. But I will be established. I pray that...
Well, enjoy your well-deserved... I must admit, you surprised me in that run-in with Vavak, sir. I mean, you're advanced in years, but the way you fought would put a younger man to shame.
It was nothing but my wrath that gave strength to my blows. The only thing is, now it'll take me a week to recover. You're right, though. I'm old. Everything hurts, and my strength is failing. If it weren't for you and Shimek, we wouldn't have held our own.
They were well armed and outnumbered us. That would have been tough for anyone.
No. This fight was for nothing less than the future of our house. This time I couldn't back away. Even so, it wasn't my hardest battle.
Are you going to the market tomorrow?
Aye, of course.
What's the political situation in the city? I mean, the politics of support for our side.
All in all, miserable. Bailiff Plymel is also on Sigismund's side, as is his son, who's so corrupt even Vava could envy him. And I tested the waters among the councillors, but it doesn't look good for us at the moment.
Who sits on the city council?
Wenceslas Forsucher, Jerome Naz, Franz Rosenthal, and Andrew Polner. They're from the old and rich burgher families, just like us. Martin tried to negotiate some support from them, but, as you may have heard, we didn't manage to win anyone over. They either have their interests connected with Sigismund, like Naz and the others, or they just don't want to commit themselves, so they don't lose their property and status. That's the only thing you can count on them for.
But they don't sit alone on the council. What about the others?
They don't. Then there are the representatives of the guilds. But to be honest, they don't have that much power. At least not for now. Compared to the old houses, the guild masters only quite recently acquired their positions on the council, so they probably won't risk losing them. But you're right that we might find support among them, especially by promising more council seats. The thing is, we're not yet in a position to fulfill such a promise, and they're well aware of that.
And what about Vavak? He sits on the council, and we've got him in our pocket, right?
He does, along with other representatives of the Italian court, and they'll do what he tells them. Except maybe Friedrich Kummel, but that doesn't matter. Vavak is a slimy bastard who'll sink us as soon as he gets the chance. So I'd like to count on him only when absolutely necessary, because as soon as he learns something he could exchange for a pardon from Sigismund for the crimes you've uncovered, he'll use it to untie his hands.
Thank you for filling me in on the local situation.
Well, there wasn't much positive in it. But you're welcome.
And what about the church? Couldn't it be turned around? You can see Sedlet's monastery from the city. The abbot must have some influence, doesn't he?
He does. And his relationship with the city is not the best. First of all, the abbot is burning through his property. The monastery's having financial difficulties, and all it can do is sell off its village properties. And who do you think is buying them up? The Kuttenberg burghers, first and foremost. Then there's a long-standing dispute over the manning of some churches, which goes back as far as I can remember.
Well, then how about promising the abbot support and getting him on our side? Promises cost nothing, right?
Ha ha! I see you're no newcomer to politics. But we hesitated with the abbot, and he decided to throw in his lot with Sigismund. In fact, he's given him accommodation, and is wining and dining him.
You're right, Sir Kinsman. It's a pity.
It is. I even wanted to donate them part of my library collection, which they've envied for years, but they can forget about that now.
If I may be so bold, can I ask what the hardest battle you mentioned was?
Not long ago, when Sigismund's army besieged Kuttenberg. Back then, I saw things differently than I do today. I'd been advocating parleying instead of armed resistance. I feared, and rightly so, that Sigismund would use it as an excuse to seize property. But I was in the minority, and even my son Venser was convinced of the opposite. We quarreled a lot over that. In the end, he told me that even though I had acquired noble status, my days of glory had faded. He wanted to prove the Knights of Malashov didn't wear spurs just for show, and that we'd earned the armored arm in our crest. When an opportunity arose to strike against the enemy, he rode out, despite me forbidding it. Or maybe because of it.
What happened next?
More importantly, what happened before? Some French knight appeared from God knows where. He said he was a renowned military leader, and a person, and that it was his... I know one of the first, it seemed, and when the Frenchman... Only, it was a trap. The oldest and most... Of course, Sigismund, he had his own cavalry in reserve. When I learned where Venser had gone, I gathered my men and went to his aid. But when we arrived, it was all over. And there was nothing left for us to do but to collect the bodies of the fallen. Venser among them. So, you heard it. My hardest battle was the one in which I didn't even raise my weapon. But I won't make the same mistake a second time. It won't bring Venser back to me, but I'll defend what he tried to defend to my last breath. Our estates, our honor, and above all, our Rosa. Be with you. So, let's see what you've been cooking up, Vavak. I won't leave a stone unturned. And you'll be trembling to the end of your days that we'll pass this on to the king. And then you'll be sent to the demons of hell for this and your other sins, you whoreson. Maxime episcopi et confessores patronilla virginis Nicomedes.
I've got a feeling you're looking for me, Henry.
Your father sent me.
So I can tell you how to get to our fortress. A task for the lowest lackey, wouldn't you say? Well, you don't need to answer that.
Right, yeah. That's exactly why he sent me. But how...
What are you staring at? Do you think I was born yesterday? I was listening to you from the top of the stairs. So, this passage, it leads to the cellars, but the outside entrance is hidden underground in a forest, not far from the castle. You can find the exact place if you know where and how to look.
Is it in a cave hidden behind a waterfall?
Well, no. But it would be nice. Listen, nearby Malashov is a stud farm managed by Hashtal, an old friend of Papa's. We had a wayside shrine set up at the crossroads before the stud farm.
A wayside shrine? How do you mean?
Are you a Christian at all? Never mind. It's a big white column. You can't miss it. From the shrine, you should be able to see a group of boulders. Beyond them are the remains of an old chapel. You have to find it, and then there's a kind of... how can I describe it? A gap you can look through.
If it's still standing.
I hope so too. Anyway, it should direct you towards some ruins. Go there. And now pay attention. Somewhere in those ruins is a stone cross. You have to find it and look where its top points to. If you go the way the cross is pointing, you'll find another one, and again follow the direction it's pointing in. That should lead you to a small clearing, marked by a cross in the rocks. You dig there, and you should get to the passageway.
Shit, that's damn complicated.
Of course it is. That's how I designed it. After all, you don't want any old idiot to find the secret passageway to your castle.
True enough. But call me an idiot and explain it to me once more, please.
Maybe in a while. But first we have to discuss something more important. Getting into the castle is the easy part. Don't forget, you have to get out too.
You're right. Horses will be needed. For me and for Capon.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Fortunately, I know how to arrange that. Stop off at the stud farm I told you about, and ask Hashtal for horses.
Where's the cash?
No catch. On the contrary, please tell Hashtal that Papa is still paying for masses for his dead father, as agreed years ago. And even if he's not too keen, tell him we'll pay him for the horses.
You got it well figured out. Thanks. Don't know how I'd manage without you.
You've done plenty to help, and now it's our turn. Papa said something like that, didn't he? You know, you might not be aware of it, but you saved us from a mountain of trouble. Papa would never admit it, but alone, we wouldn't be able to resist the Mint Master for long. You've earned the right to the gratitude and friendship of our house for all time.
Would you like to come with me? At least I'll be sure to find that place.
Would you seriously want me there? What if something were to go wrong? Wouldn't a girl like me be more of a burden to you?
Well, you wouldn't be a burden to me. Quite the opposite. I've already seen you know how to take care of yourself.
Thank you. But I can't go nevertheless. Papa would jump out of his skin if he even heard of such a thing. That's why I would like to ask you for one favor, but you mustn't breathe a word of it to anyone. Understand?
I'm listening.
I wanted to ask you, since you're going to be at Malashov, if you could bring me something from there.
And what might that be?
A book. It has great value to me, and I was starting to worry it would stay there forever. But if you're going there now...
And what book is this that's so important?
It's hard to explain to someone uninitiated in the mysteries of writing.
Fine. I'll just drop everything and fetch it for you at once, my lady. Can you at least tell me something about it?
That wouldn't be very entertaining now, would it? Perhaps it's full of vulgar poetry, and also richly illuminated.
Fear not, my lady. I'll gladly tear the entire fortress apart to find that book for you.
Restraint, valiant knight. I value your determination, but this way would give yourself away immediately, and I'd remain without my book. Find it nice and quietly, then come back.
Your wish is my command.
It shouldn't be hard. The book is bound in scarlet leather and inlaid with gold. You won't find many like such there. And take this, so you don't get lost in the fortress.
Thank you.
It is quite possible you won't get back to Malashov again. So don't forget about me. And Henry, be careful.
Oh, and about that secret passage to Malashov. How did you find that secret?
I'm glad it all started.
Not really. I suppose they nailed it up so it wouldn't be flapping around and getting tangled up in people's hair.
What nonsense! I've never heard of that happening to anyone. My chambermaid told me that the thing that I was I was embroidery, wasn't it?
Aye, I know all about that. Not that I ever embroidered, but Pa never let me stray too far from home.
Parents have no understanding for the adventurous soul, do they? But back to the bats. I found out from the guards that they caught the poor creatures somewhere in the cellars. So I went to have a look there and found a whole swarm of them. I followed them for a while, and I noticed that in one corner they simply disappeared into a wall. Strange, isn't it? I was full of curiosity, and I talked Papa into having the wall demolished. I remember there was even but as you
So you found the passageway by sheer chance?
Certainly not. I found it because I notice things that others dismiss as nothing. And if it weren't for me, no one would know about that passageway to this day. And your whole plan to save your friend would go down the latrine. You can thank me another time.
up with that? He said one never knows what might happen. Why do you ask?
No. Have you ever used the passage?
No, it's never...